Guys, welcome back to Pericard TV. So today I'm doing a video about the essential things that every wig wearer needs to have in their stash. I'm just going to be listing out a couple of products that I feel will help you in your wig journey and also ensure that your wigs are flat, natural and flawless. So without wasting time, let's get right into the video. So the very first thing I'm going to talk about is the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Anti-frizz Serum. I know I spoke about this in my other video on what to do when you get your wig, and it's because I love this brand and I will always recommend it to people who buy wigs from me, especially if you're dealing with raw hair. Now the anti-frizz is super nice. I've actually never seen any other brand that works well with raw hair and packs a punch. Now when I say packs a punch, I mean 1 to 2 drops is all you need. You really don't need to, pump and pump and pump just for it to work. 1 to 2 pumps works well. Now, I guess the reason is because it has argan oil, and argan oil is perfect whether you're wearing your natural hair or you're wearing a wig. It's always good to buy products that have argan oil in them. This is my personal recommendation. If you have any other oils you've been using in the past and works for you, then all the best. But this is what I recommend that you should get. Now, if you don't have the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine or you can't get that, then I also recommend you getting the Tresemmes Thermal Creations Flat Iron Spray. This is super awesome as a heat protectant as well. But the reason why I like the Tresemmes Thermal Creations is because it has such a wonderful smell. It doesn't smell oily or product based in my opinion. And another reason is because it gets my straight hairs to lay super straight. I'm not a heavy user of oils because of course it doesn't allow your hair to move and to have that natural sheen. So a little is also what I use. I could use a bottle for maybe 3 months, and I do style a lot of wigs, and that's because I just spray just a little bit, especially on the ends of the hair, and that's all you need. So either you get the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine or the Thermal Creations. You need something as a whole heat protectant, as also to work as anti-frizz serum for you. So the second item every wig wearer has to have in their stash is a leave-in conditioner. I cannot overemphasize the need to have a leave-in conditioner. Most times people get their wigs and after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, they begin to say, oh, it feels dry. Of course it's going to feel dry. It's not getting natural oils from your scalp, and you need to moisturize it. I've seen a lot of people make the mistake of oiling their hair over and over again. When I say hair, I'm talking about wigs. Okay, I've actually seen them put oil on their hair and they're like, oh, the hair looks greasy and it looks heavy. No, that is not what you need. What you need is a leave-in conditioner. A leave-in conditioner nourishes the hair, it moisturizes the hair, it keeps it from being dry, technically speaking. And then when you're done with the leave-in conditioner, you can go over with a serum and seal in that moisture. Oils are sealants, not moisturizers. I'm going to say this again. Oils are sealants, not moisturizers. What you need is a leave-in conditioner that you can apply on your hair every day, every other day, 2 times in a week, but ensure you have this in your stash. It's going to ensure that your wigs last longer and that the strands look healthier. So the third thing that I recommend every wig wearer to have is somewhere to store your wigs. That is super essential. Why would you get a wig that has been carefully styled by me or any other wig maker, and then you wear it for that very first day, and on the 3rd day or 4th day, or even that night, if you're somebody who removes their wig every day, you just drop it somewhere off, and the next day one side is looking higher than the other? No. You need somewhere to store your wigs. Now, there are different ways you can store your wigs. If you're buying your wigs from us, you can definitely store them in the satin bag it comes with. All you need to do is get a tissue paper just like this, fold it like a ball. Once you fold it like a ball, put it in the top part of your wig. What that does is it maintains the style and the shape, which is the most important thing. You want to ensure that the shape of your wig is maintained. So when you wear it, it remains flat against your head. Now, I recommend you use a satin bag if you don't wear your wigs every day. So maybe you have 2 or more wigs, you can put it in the satin bag and keep them. But if you do wear your wigs every day and you don't sleep with them, if you remove them, then you definitely need to have a mannequin head. Now, this is a mannequin head. Now, as you can see, I have a wig on this hair. It's actually for sale, and you can get it on my website. And what this mannequin does is it maintains the shape of this hair. So imagine you got this wig and then you're done for the day and you just want to remove it and put it back there. It's just going to sit exactly like this. The very next day when you wear it, you're not going to have to do any kind of maintenance to this wig. All you're going to be doing is maybe applying a little bit of mousse if there are any flyaways, and then you go your way. It's still going to remain, a mannequin head basically just keeps the shape and the style for you. Now, if you're going to have a mannequin head, you don't need to have the tripod. You don't absolutely need that. You can just place this on a table in your room and it works just fine. Now, if this is too expensive or it's too big for you to get, then you can get this. Now, this is a styrofoam head. A styrofoam head is made of styrofoam, basically, and it can't really stay on its own if you put a wig on it. So you would have to buy this. Now, this is a mini tripod, but I call it a table tripod because all you need to do is just put this ends right in your table. Of course, it can be adjusted. So depending on how wide your table is, put this styrofoam head on top of it, put your wig, and you're good to go. Now, do not forget to get T-pins if you're putting your wig on a styrofoam head. The T-pins are these little pins. I'm not sure if you can see them. They're these little pins, yes. And they help to keep your wigs in place when you put them on the styrofoam heads. The fourth item is a hot comb. Hot combs are holy grails if you're looking to get a flat wig. Simple, short, end of discussion. Okay? All you need to do is just either comb it down in the direction you want or use this area to press it down and it works super fine. I mean, there's no argument. Go get a hot comb if you want your wigs to be flat. All right? The fifth item is a flat iron. There are different types of flat irons out there, which is a topic for another day, but I'm just going to mention them. You have the ceramic, you have the tourmaline, and you have the titanium. They all have different uses, but personally, I would recommend anybody buying any straight wigs from me or looking to get a flat iron to get a titanium iron. Why? Because they don't snag your hair like crazy, and then your hair just glides through super easy. Now, I personally love Kiposi, and I recommend this. Why? It's super affordable. You can get it on Amazon. I know there's a lot of hype about baby lace, which is also nice. I had it one time, but then I got the Kiposi. I saw it on YouTube and somebody recommended it and I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And it was super awesome. I believe it's titanium. Yeah, I do believe it's titanium, and it can get as high as 450 degrees. If you're a beginner to styling hair, please do not get your styling products to that level. No, 400, 350 is just fine for you, okay? But titanium is really nice. It gets your hair really flat, really straight. If you've been looking at all those wigs I've been doing, this is what I've been using. The Kiposi brand. But if you can't get a Kiposi brand, it's fine. Just get yourself a really nice flat iron that wouldn't burn your hair. Now, another item that I'm going to be listing for you today is a curling wand. Some people call it curling iron, curling wand, whatever. It just curls hair, okay? Now, one thing to know about the curling iron is the bigger the barrel, the bigger the curls. So if you're looking for tighter curls, go for maybe less than 1 inch to 1 inch barrel size. And if you're looking for looser curls, then you need to go for something between 1.5 to 2 inch barrel size. Now, there are different brands out there. There are different sizes out there. Just go for the one that is affordable for you to use or the one that you think is nice. I'm going to be showing you the ones I have right now. This is a 1.5. It's con hair, pretty basic because it does the job pretty well. You can see how big it is. That means my barrels, my curls are going to be loose and, you know, flowing, heavy and loose. Now I have the 1 inch here as well. I've had this flat iron now for 4 years and it's still working. Sorry, curling iron for 4 years and it's still working really great. This one is super cheap. I got it at Walmart, I believe. Very affordable, $19 or $20, and it's still working. So that just goes to show that you don't need to get the super expensive ones in order to slay your wigs. This is 1 inch. It gets my wigs super tight when I like them. And this is smaller. Now this is more of a curling wand. If I want to do tight curls, I just wrap the hair around it and it does the job. Now if you're somebody who likes to wear wavy hair, then this curling irons, whatever the size, needs to be in your stash. Yeah, okay. Another item you need to have in your stash as a wig wearer is, drum rolls for this one, Nairobi. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I used to think that it was all a hype, honestly. I used to think, oh, any mousse works fine. And I'm pretty sure you saw that in my last video. That's not true. Nairobi is different. Now, let me tell you the different ways you can use Nairobi and why it's awesome. You can use it to lay down flyaways. Those pesky little annoying things that are on top of your wigs that doesn't give you 100% when you're slaying your wigs. Those are flyaways. All you need to do is put your Nairobi on them and they're gone, like gone. Of course, they do tend to resurrect maybe after a couple of days or after a couple of wears, but Nairobi keeps them at bay. Apart from that, I know you've seen this gorgeous curly wig I have on. If you want to define your curls without it being too crunchy, Nairobi is what you need. If you want to lay your baby hairs, Nairobi is what you need. If you want to melt a lace, like you want that wig to be melted and you don't want to use glue, because some people do react to glue, Nairobi is what you need. I mean, I cannot tell you there's so many uses for Nairobi. It works also on natural hair. I have natural hair and I use it on my hair sometimes, and I use this little brush just to give it curls, and it's super awesome. This is the mousse you need to get. It might not be available right now and it might be a little bit expensive, but this works wonders. It does. Get Nairobi. I was not paid for this. I used it and I became a fan. I fell in love, and this is what I'm using till I find another brand, and that's what I'm telling you guys to use so you don't waste your money on those other brands out there. Nairobi is perfect. Okay, so this next item I also mentioned in my other video. I'm on a low cut, so what you're seeing is not scalp. It's the illusion of scalp. And for me to get that illusion, I use a wig cap. I'm sure you've seen these little guys all around. They've been around for so long. Yes, a wig cap is great. Now, apart from the fact that a wig cap gives you scalp illusion, it also allows your wigs to feel a little bit tighter. Trust me, when you're wearing wigs and you wear a wig cap, it feels much more compact. There's a certain kind of fit that your wigs have when you're wearing a wig cap. Another use of the wig cap is it protects your hair. So let's say you use a foundation to tint your lace to match your skin tone. Wearing a wig cap protects your hair from staining, from the foundation staining it. And it also just keeps your hair nice and warm, especially if you're in a cold area like Calgary, where I currently am in the winter. And I just like it because it gives me that overall scalp illusion without me actually having, parts in my hair. So another item you need to have is this little brother over here. I mean, this is the best comb to have, a wide tooth comb. A wide tooth comb does not snag, goes well on curly hair, on on, not on straight hair though, on curly hair and on wavy hair. Now, see, it doesn't snag. You can see there's not one strand there. It doesn't damage my curls. Of course, it fluffs them out, but it's the perfect thing to have when you're a curly hair lover or you have wavy hair. Some people do use it on their straight hair, but I prefer a paddle brush for that. But I love a white tooth comb because it just makes combing your hair effortless, in my opinion. The last but not the least item that I believe every wig wearer should have is the Pericard melt band. Yes, the Pericard melt band is great if you want to lay down your baby hairs or you want to melt your wig to your skin. It's super, super comfortable. Like, it's not made of the regular elastic out there. It doesn't leave that crazy indentation on your hair. It's just an amazing little piece of work. I have it on my website. You guys can get it. And I also have the wig cap and a couple of other things I've mentioned here today on my website. Okay. Now, if you're a wig wearer, you definitely want to have this little baby in your stash, especially if you have frontal. And so we've come to the end of the videos. Like I mentioned earlier on, these things are not the only things you need. It's just the major things that I think every wig wearer should have in their stash. It makes your wig wearing process and the wig journey really hassle-free. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.